Welcome folks. So we're going to be talking about the Honeywell Vision Pro 8000 series thermostat here. This is the TH8320 thermostat model. And we're going to be going over the 7-day programming of a schedule on this thermostat right here. I'm going to be showing you how to do that on the actual physical thermostat. And then we can also, schedule it from your phone app using the Total Connect Comfort app or the website to control it from a remote location. But we're going to focus on just using the thermostat and how to do that, okay? I have other different topics available on this thermostat right here. All sorts of different topics that you might want to know about, such as manual override of the temperature set point, as well as factory reset and changing the batteries and where that's located, as well as setup menu, options, and the install of the base plate and the wiring initial setup on this thermostat, as well as connecting Wi-Fi through an app or using the website, and lock and unlock and passcode recovery, which is a really popular topic with people. That's usually something they want to know about, is how to recover the passcode on this thermostat, which is a very popular thermostat. As well as I offer a complete user guide covering all the topics in one big master video. That way you guys can have that to reference back at any point. So those are available down below the video. I will link those and put them down there. But let's get on with the 7-day programming of a schedule. Now, on the physical thermostat, from the home page here, we have some options. Okay, we're going to go to the menu tab and wake it up, and then we're going to click on it one more time. And as you can see here, we have edit schedule, view schedule, and vacation mode. Okay, so let's go to the second one first. So we have view schedule. This is something you're going to want to do first because this breaks it down in basically viewing your schedule and then editing your schedule. So you have to decide which one you want to do essentially initially. So we want to just take a look at the schedule first and see what it is. So highlight view schedule and then hit select. And as you can see here, you have 4 tabs, 4 periods of the day. We have wake, leave, return, and sleep. And this here, as you kind of cycle through the different options, the different periods of the day, it's going to tell you basically the fan setting as well as the setting itself for heat and cool, okay, and the time itself. So as you can see, the wake is at 5 a.m., leave is at 8 a.m., return is at 6 p.m., and sleep is at 10 p.m., okay? So it gives you kind of the basic rundown of what the settings are. And it shows you at the bottom here a check mark for each day that it applies. Okay, so as you can see here, it's all 7 days of the week. They basically are operating at the same temperatures and at the same time threshold. Okay, and the fan itself, what setting it's on. You want to have the fan on auto. Okay, if you want to just have it automatically change over from heating and cooling, if that's what your system needs to do the proper thing. So at a first glance, you can see what the settings are, but from this screen, you cannot change anything. So they break it down so you can edit it in a different page. So that's what we're going to do. Like I said, you can just view your options and settings here, but you're going to hit done. If you actually want to change the schedule, okay, we'll come back to vacation mode after at the very end. That's very handy. So let's go first over edit schedule. Okay, we're going to hit select. And this is going to ask you if you want to use a scheduling assistant. Now, I personally don't think this is helpful, but it might be helpful. It might speed up the process just a little bit. We're going to go through it anyways. So we're just going to hit yes to this so you can see what it kind of prompts you. It basically asks you select days of the same schedule. I'm just going to say 7 days a week are going to be the same schedule. But if you wanted to select Monday through Friday, and then come back around and do Saturday through Sunday a different schedule, that's possible too. You just have to go back through this loop and do it one more time. So next, it's going to ask, press next after select days. Okay, so we did that. We selected all 7 days. Is someone home all day? We're going to say no. When does the first person wake up? You kind of get the idea. It's going to ask you a bunch of questions. So this is going to say 5 a.m. I'm just going to say 5 a.m. is fine. When does the last person leave? 8 a.m. is fine. I'm gonna change that to 7. Okay, let's change it to 7. Next, when does the first person return? First person returns at, let's say, I don't know, 5:30. Okay, when does the last person go to sleep? 10 p.m. That's fine. Set your wake temperature, so it's going to give you an option to set the heating and cooling set points. Okay, that looks good. 70 degrees for heat, 75 for cool. Next, set your leave temperature. Okay, this is the default temperature that you want to kind of have it kind of dial down to save energy. Okay, so that's still good. We can go to like 64 for heating, 85. That's kind of hot. Let's just keep that at 80. We don't want the house to get, you know, higher than 80 really. We want it to like actually cool the house when we come back and return. And you don't want a big differential either. You don't want a big shift in the temperature because it's going to take forever for your AC, your home to recover. But anyways, that's your leave temperature. Set your return temperature. So this is what you want it to be when you come home. I'm just going to put 75 and 70 for heat. That's fine. Set your sleep temperature, 64 and 76, that's reasonable. Set your fan, schedule fan for your fan 2. I'm going to say yes, and I want to have it auto. Leave fan setting, auto, and return fan setting, auto. You want it all auto for the fan settings, okay? That way it automatically does its thing. Schedule more days. This is where if you broke it down and you did 5 and then 2 days, like I said, the Saturday, Sunday separately, you would hit yes to this, but since I don't have any more days, I'm gonna hit no. Review schedule, yes. Okay, so this is basically the view schedule page, essentially, and you're gonna scroll through this, click on each one of the tabs and make sure everything is correct and confirm that it's okay. And those are your selections, and you're gonna hit done. And now it's gonna save the schedule. Now, as you see there, it basically, I don't know if it's any quicker, but it basically will plot all the times and temperatures to all the different days, okay? Is it quicker? Maybe just a tiny bit quicker, but you still can go and edit schedule the normal way, okay? So if you want to use the scheduling assistant, you're going to say no. Select the days to schedule. So you have to check this off. So I'm going to select all the 7 days. Next. And as you can see here, this is like the full window now, the full page where you can make all your adjustments for the temperatures and time threshold for each one of the periods of the day. Okay, it looks very busy on here. There's a lot of different settings. So you have the 4 main periods of the day up here, okay? And then you also have the option of canceling the period and going to like from 4 to 3 periods of the day. And you have the fan setting option, okay? You always want to keep that and in auto, okay? So for each one of the periods, you want to keep it in auto. That's the default setting that will work for any condition, any system, okay? You do not want to keep it on circulate or constantly on, because if you had it constantly on, it's just going to stay on 24/7, 365 days a year. You don't want that. You want it automatic, okay? So you have the cancel period option. So if we wanted to cancel the say the return, okay? Say we weren't returning till very late at night. You would go ahead here and hit cancel period, and then you would just highlight period canceled, and then that should work. Press to restore. Are there schedule more days? No. Okay, so you have to save it. Let's go back in there. Hit no. So you have to kind of unknowingly just reselect all those days when you go back into this period. So as you can see here, the return period is canceled because it has dash marks in all these options. Okay? So if you press here to restore, when you have this selection highlighted, it's going to basically undo that. Okay, so schedule more days, no. Let's go back into that. Very annoying that you have to kind of like select all these days every time. period canceled. We want to restore. Okay, there we go. We restored it. You have to press on restore and kind of work through that in order to activate it. So we can go now and kind of click on each one of the tabs and everything is active. It's active by having everything, a temperature, a set point for heating and cooling, and the time. If you don't have that, it's going to be, it's actually canceled. Okay, so keep in mind that you have the ability to cancel these, and that may drive you crazy if you don't realize that you have a time period canceled and you're wondering why the AC or the heat's not working. So it's good to scroll through these and make sure that you're happy with them. And then once you have everything all set up, dialed in, it may take you a few months. It might take you, longer than that to really figure out what's the ideal temperature all day, all week long. But as you do that and edit your temperature and your schedule, you just go, basically update it and save it, okay? And hit done when you're completely all set with this whole process. Schedule more days, no. You want to make sure that it saves the whole thing, okay? And then that's going to be it for editing the schedule on the thermostat. We already went over view schedule, so we can go back over here and we can see our new updated times and temperatures, okay? And the fan setting for each one of the days, as you see it there. And then let's talk about the vacation mode. Okay, this is actually a very handy option, and it basically is going to ask you some questions: what day and time you're gonna go away, and then that way it's going to set the set points down to a more economy setting that you select here in this like actual process here. So let's go through this. Okay, so July 10th, we're going to leave, say, today at 10 a.m., okay? And then next, it's just going to advance through here. Temperature while away, okay? If you want to dial this down to a more economy setting, let's go ahead and do that. And cool up to 82. So heat down to 65 and cool up to 82. So that's going to give you some kind of savings because it's not going to run your AC unit or heating unit more than it has to, because there's no one home. You don't have to be comfortable, right? As long as the house is comfortable, that's fine. Okay, as long as if you have pets, you're going to want to dial these more specifically to be comfortable. Okay, that's important as well. If you have people checking up on your pets, you still want to make it more comfortable for them. But temperature while away, and then you hit next. Then the date you'll return. So we're going to return, let's say in like 2 days, 3 days. We're going to hit next. Time you're going to return, it's going to ask you the exact time. You're going to go ahead and input that. Temperature when returning home. So this is basically going to be like a temporary hold until you basically it surpasses that date and time that you set. Okay. So temperature, this is fine. 72 for heat, 75 for cool. It's actually 70 for heat. We're not going to go too crazy. All right, so then it's going to basically heat to 65 and cool to 82 for these days right here and those times that you select. Hit done, and then it's going to save the changes. Okay, make sure you hit save changes. Now, it will automatically kind of go through this. Say that July 13th comes around, and it's going to go back to its normal schedule. But if you come back early and you want to cancel the vacation mode, it's very simple as well. So you just go ahead and select vacation mode again. There's new and existing. You're going to click on existing, select, and then it's going to give you the option to edit or remove the vacation time and temperature, okay? So we're going to go obviously to remove if we come back early and we want to remove this kind of preset schedule from the vacation mode setting, okay? So hit remove. Empty vacation list, create new, no. Okay, so we should now be able to go in here, back out of this, and now we're just following a schedule, okay? As indicated right here, following schedule near the set point for heating and cooling. Okay, so that's going to be it for the actual rundown of the 7-day program. And like I said, there's like 3 basic areas that you want to be familiar with. to really operate this thermostat at its full capability. Also, there's another way. I want to show you a trick. Okay, so we can go to menu. Let's go to preferences, scheduling options. Now, you have the ability to take this from a programmable thermostat and turn it into a non-programmable thermostat if that's something you want. Okay, you have the option right here in scheduling options to go to non-programmable. It's just going to operate like a basic manual 2-button thermostat at that point. But if you want to keep it programmable, or if you have in some case where you can't figure out why it's not allowing you to see the schedule or edit the schedule, and that option's not available, is because you have it set to non-programmable, or someone changed it to non-programmable in order to operate the thermostat in a more simple fashion. So keep that in mind, that this option is there, the scheduling options, and that's very handy. If you have like parents or grandparents that you want to operate a more simple kind of manner of the thermostat, you can come here and just select non-programmable to make it easy on them. That's always an option. But programmable is really what you want to do, and operate it in that fashion, because this is built to be a programmable thermostat. So that was the VisionPro 8000, guys. Like I said, this is a TH8320. If you have any other questions or comments, place them down below the video. Like I said, don't forget to check out my other videos on manual override, factory reset, and changing out the batteries, setup menu and installing of the base plate and the wiring, initial setup on this thermostat, as well as connecting to Wi-Fi, lock and unlock, and the passcode recovery, and also a complete user guide covering all topics on this thermostat right here that we talk about. Covers it soup to nuts, from installing it to operation, and you name it, okay? So that's going to be it for the video, guys. Check all that stuff down below the video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.